Dear brothers and listeners, today inshallah, we will try to understand that the questions normally what we come across, how they get replied from the Quran. Some fundamental questions that arise in every mind of human beings, the fundamental, and how we should turn to the Quran in order to attain the answers from the Quran. आज हम ये समझेंगे कि जो बुनियादी सवाल इंसान के ज़हन में पैदा होते हैं, बुनियादी किस्म के सवाल, उनका जवाब कुरान हकीम से किस तरह होता है, किस तरह कुरान उनका जवाब देता है। ये नोट्स आपको बाद में फायदा देंगे, फिलहाल आप मुझे सुन लें, तो उसके बाद ये जब आप देखेंगे तो आपको थोड़ी हेल्प। So the fundamental questions which are ingrained in human nature, the fundamental, I am saying, not this and that, the fundamental, absolute, and how we turn to the Quran to seek their answers. So the first question is, when we like to understand anything, is what is it? This is a fundamental question. If you like to understand anything, this is the first question you ask, what is it? Basically. And then the answer will be whatever the thing that is, you use your resources, your abilities, and you get the answer. This is pen, this is book, this is right, this is wrong, right? So this is from epistemological perspective, from scientific perspective, this is called positive knowledge. Positive knowledge. Positive knowledge is you try to comprehend what the thing is basically, what is the reality of it. ये क्या है, उसका आपको जवाब मिल जाता है कि ये क्या है, ये पेन है, ये किताब है, ये पानी है, आप समझ जाते हैं। Okay. When you study the Quran, the fundamental question what you are seeking is that what is your mission basically. And we understood that our mission is to be loyal with the religion of truth. If you are just understanding even the meaning of the Quran, and you understand from Alhamdulillah, and you are not actually, whatever you are understanding, relating to that vision, then we may not be able to achieve the guidance from it. बात समझ आ रही है? आप कुरान को समझ भी लेते हैं सारे का सारा, लेकिन मिशन का जिस मकसद के लिए कुरान नाजिल हुआ है, वो अगर मकसद आपके पीछे नजर नहीं है तो हिदायत हासिल नहीं हो सकेगी। उस तनाजुर में पढ़ते हैं, उस तनाजुर में समझ के बैठ जाइए तो मकसद ही नहीं है। एक आम अरबी समझने वाला हो सकता है मुझसे और आपसे अच्छी तरह कुरान को समझे, तो ये मकसद नहीं है कि सिर्फ कुरान को समझे, मिशन के हवाले से कुरान को समझने, उसके मकसद के हवाले से कुरान को समझने, from the perspective of the objective for what it was revealed, it is important. Just understanding is not enough. Remember this. Just understanding is not enough. And that is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that when the people read the Quran, recite the Quran, what Quranic recitation does is what? فَزَادَهُمْ إِيمَانًا. their iman increased. It will improve your iman, our iman, and this is what it should. We discussed yesterday, the creation of the world. When you read the verses about the creation, Taaleem, it will give you confidence that you will be able to achieve your mission. तो एक ये सवाल है, क्या है आप कुरान को क्या है अल्हम्दु से वन्नास तक सारा पढ़ लें, सारा समझ लें, ये मकसद नहीं है कि सिर्फ समझना मकसद है, वहीं तक रहेंगे तो कुछ नहीं. दिस इज पॉजिटिव नॉलेज. So it is very important. We do not need to create the purpose of the Quran. The purpose of the Quran is already there. Why it was there? हमने नहीं बना. The second question, what it ought to be. This is the second question. Fundamental question. क्या होना चाहिए? You think, you are not improving, for example, and you review, for example, yourself from improvement perspective. You see your weaknesses, and then you think that it should not be happening again. Through trial and error, you learn something. In any situation you are, there is another question. Whenever you improve, you try to improve, there is a question for everyone. Yeah, what it ought to be, what it ought to be. Hona kya hai? Fundamental question. This is from epistemological perspective, this is called normative science. क्या होना चाहिए? नमाज नहीं पढ़ते, क्या होना चाहिए? नमाज पढ़नी चाहिए. कुरान नहीं आता, क्या होना चाहिए? कुरान पढ़ना चाहिए. बच्चे बात नहीं सुनते, बच्चों को बात सुननी चाहिए. ये सवाल होता है, फिर उसको आप रिजॉल्व करते हैं. What it ought to be. This is the fundamental question in any area you go. If you are progressing, if you would like to develop, then you have to resolve this issue. Otherwise, there will be no progress. This ought to be, must be. First of all, you need to perceive what the weakness is, where the trouble is, what should happen, basically. So the Quran says that this should be our mission of this. The purpose for what the Quran was revealed, it must be our mission as well, from Quranic perspective. Quran doesn't actually like that you understand what it ought to be and you don't do anything. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't like this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ya ayyuhalladheena amanu, lima taquluna ma la taf'alun. Oh believers, why you say what you don't do? Oh, yes, it should be this, it should be this, it should be this. Yeah, I know if it happened, then we can achieve this. So the Quran doesn't actually limit you on the basis of ought to be. क्या होना चाहिए? आप दुनिया भर की ये होना चाहिए और आप करते कुछ भी. ये कुरान का मकसद नहीं. You know our weaknesses. We know our weaknesses. Just being aware of the weaknesses and doing nothing. This is not what the Quran actually was revealed for. The third question is how ought to be attained without faith. What I should do, what ought to be, how can I attain that? How can I achieve that? This is the fundamental question of the Quran for what the Quran was revealed. This is and this ought to be, yes, Quran help you from mission perspective, but this was the purpose of the Quran, and this is why it is. I know that it should be this, it should be this, and we don't do anything. If this is the case, we are devaluing the Quran. Quran is the guarantee which will give you guarantee that how can you achieve your missions. मिशन का भी आपको पता है, कुरान समझना भी आ जाता है, आपको पता है कि ये होना चाहिए, ये नहीं होना चाहिए, और फिर कुरान की इत्तिबा में आप वो करते नहीं है जो कि आपको होना चाहिए, तो फिर ये कुरान का मकसद है. So the Quran basically, and all of the stories given of the prophets and the previous nations, they are giving you a sort of confidence that if you follow the guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will be able to achieve your mission. So even if we understand every single thing, all of the words of the Quran, and mission is not actually the focus of our effort, then just talk, Allah doesn't like this. That's why, as I said, Quran is guidance. Guidance is to show something. This is one meaning. To show you, to teach you something, to tell you something. This is hidayah. This is one meaning of hidayah. And the second meaning is to show you this is the way that will go to the destination. The third meaning is isali al-matlub, that it will take you where you want to go. It is the guaranteed technique to achieve the mission, to achieve the objective. So that's why the Quran is revealed. And that's why it was guidance for us. It is guidance for us. It was guidance for Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because it was the guaranteed technique for him to achieve his mission. And he attained his mission because of the Quran. And if our mission is the same, then of course we will be able to understand the mission. Most of us, we must. But it is not just understanding. It is not that the two angles of the triangle greater than the third, and that is it. We understand and do nothing. This is not the Quran which was revealed for. It motivates us to achieve the mission. Then it will happen. तो तीसरा जो सवाल है वो ये है कि जो कुछ होना चाहिए वो कैसे हासिल होगे, कुरान उसका जवाब. ये मिशन आपको पता है, आपका मकसद क्या है, आपको पता है कि वो मकसद क्या क्या है, उस मकसद को हासिल करने की जो हतमी कतई टेक्निक है वो कुरान. अगर सिर्फ समझने समझाने तक आप रहेंगे तो ये तो मकसद ही नहीं था कुरान को. ऑफ कोर्स आप समझेंगे, लेकिन समझेंगे फॉर व्हाट? Is it clear so far? So this is about the Quran, Quranic guidance or the knowledge what we attain from the Quran. This is the gift and grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is not that it was created through human capabilities. No, Rasulullah did not create it. He received from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the bounty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we revealed to you this book and wisdom, and we taught you what we was not able to learn by yourself." And this is the great bounty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he himself did not learn this. It was revealed to his heart. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to him. So that's why it is important that the interpretation that are created through human beings, they should not be given the status of the Quran. It's very important. It is the fazl of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that was given to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Acha. It is important to understand, right? To understand the Quran, but we should not be treating the Quran like any other knowledge, like any other theory, for example. You have a lot of theories. You can agree with those theories and you can reject them. That is fine at human level. But this is not in the case of the Quran. I put here, I think, one heading: finality of the Quran for the beloved Prophet. No. It is important that the Quran will be valued and not the interpretation of the Quran, one thing. And the other thing, finality of the Quran. The Quran was final for Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It was necessary for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to act according to the Quran, to believe in the Quran, as we are doing. So this is the bounty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We need to understand. We cannot add, we cannot decrease anything from the Quran as Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself wasn't. And in the verse here on page 2, 10:15, when the recitation was presented for those who wasn't believing in the day of judgment, they would say, bring, O Muhammad, any other Quran or change it. Rasulullah, Allah says, say, in attabi'u illa ma yuha ilayhi. I only follow what is revealed to me. So the Quran was the final authority for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the same is final authority for us. He wasn't exempted from the Quran in the same manner we are not exempted from the Quran. Now, as I'm saying, our direct knowledge and revealed knowledge, I mean the Quranic knowledge, we need to understand this. I'm not saying that we should not ask questions. If you don't understand any verse, you should ask questions, of course. If you don't know the meaning of the Quran, you should seek knowledge, of course. But this is Iman, it is not knowledge. It is not theory. What does it mean? It means that you can differ with theory, but you have to surrender in front of the Quran, whether you like it or not like it. You like, if anybody likes alcohol, drinking, so the Quran is saying, prohibiting that. So whether you like it or don't like it, as a believer, you have to surrender in front of the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You can argue with me. Our opinions can be different. But remember, Quran is not opinion. The trouble is, we have dragged the Quran to the opinion level. This is difference of opinion. Difference of opinion is in human knowledge. In Quran, either you believe it or you don't believe it. बात समझ आ रही है? देखिए, इख्तिलाफ जो है, राय का इख्तिलाफ, कुरान में राय का इख्तिलाफ नहीं होता. और बाबा कुरान को या आपने एक्सेप्ट करना है या रिजेक्ट करना है, दो बातें. कुरान में इख्तिलाफ क्या होता है? कुरान में कौन इख्तिलाफ कर सकता है भाई? और ये उन्होंने ये समझा तो उन्होंने ये कहा, और he understood like that, so this, so it is interpretation, not the Quran. You can reject it, but you cannot reject the Quran. The trouble is, we have dragged the Quran at the lower level, at theory, and we think difference of opinion in the Quran even is valid. No, it is not. So in the heading, as I said, Quran before Iman and after Iman. What does it mean? It means if a person who doesn't have accepted Islam, he can ask several questions and he can say, even though I don't think this is appropriate for me, he can say it. And people say it. I came from academic background, the universities, for example. People say, I don't agree, I don't think this is appropriate. So that's fine, because they are not believers. They can say it before Islam, before accepting that, you can say it. But when you have accepted Islam, then you have even to surrender it. It is full package. You with me? I'm not denying that you should not be seeking. If a person is coming, for example, from any other background, there is, of course, space for him to ask the questions, agree or disagree or whatever he or she would like to say they can, because they are not yet in the fold of Islam. So before accepting Iman, your viewpoint or your understanding are different, and I accept that. But when we have accepted Islam, then you have to accept this is the full package. There is no difference of opinion in the Quran. It is rubbish. The people who say in the difference of opinion in the Quran. No. It is not opinion. It is not theory. It is Iman. They are saying here, you can see, no? 10 verse 50. They are saying, oh Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when our verses are recited upon them, those la yarjuna liqa'ana, those who don't believe that they will be meeting with us, they say what? Bring any other Quran or change it. Theory, you can get the margin. Rasulullah sallallahu Allah said, قُلْ مَا يَكُونُ لِي أَنْ أُبَدِّلَهُ مِنْ تِلْقَاءِ نَفْسِي. O Muhammad sallallahu say to them, I cannot change this according to my desire. I can't. So this is Quran. After having accepted, after having believed in the Quran, then you have to accept this. Don't treat it as the theory. This is the trouble, big trouble. I'm telling you, I came from the traditional approach as well. We don't think, people are struggling to understand that. They have dragged the Quran at lower level, at theory level. That's fine. Difference of opinion. Difference of opinion in the Quran. Rasulullah didn't have this authority. He wasn't allowed to. So this is, as I said, Quran before Iman and after Iman. Before Iman, person who is not yet entered into the fold of the Islam, they can ask question, of course. They can say that, okay, I can't feel. They can say, at academic level, they are saying to improve, but after having improved the understanding that Quran is not theory, then we don't have any choice but to surrender. So the Rasulullah Allah taught Muhammad the Quran, and Rasulullah taught us the Quran. If we are not understanding the Quran in the same way as the Rasulullah understood, then we are not on Hidayah, remember. We need to understand the Quran in the same manner as Rasulullah understood. And how did he understood? He understood the words of the Quran, that's it. Which is easy. Limit yourself to the words of the Quran. Why? Because this is how Rasulullah understood the Quran. And if my understanding is different from the understanding of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I am not on guidance. Because it wasn't given to me. It was Muhammad Rasulullah who received the Quran. I am standing in, not here or there, exactly behind my beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So I need to understand, not like this sheikh, that imam, those imam. No, I have to understand the Quran as my Aqa understood. If I am not understanding that, then my understanding is not correct. Because the criterion for the correct understanding is what? Only Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam who received the Quran. And how did he understand? He didn't write a tafsir. He was the teacher of the Quran. He limited the Quran. He was confined to the Quran with the words of God. He was confined with the words of God. Okay? So Quran वो नजरिया नहीं है, theory नहीं है. अगर हमारी हमारा फहम जो है, हमारी अंडरस्टैंडिंग जो है, अगर उसी तरह नहीं है जिस तरह आका करीम की थी, तो हम गुमराही करें। और आका करीम ने क्या सिखाया? कुरान हकीम के जो असल टेक्स्ट है, आप रसूल उम्मी हैं, कुरान के मुताबिक बनाया, कुरान को अपनी ख्वाहिश या अपने नजरिए के मुताबिक नहीं बनाया, कुरान के पीछे चले, नजरिया नहीं है कुरान, ईमान है, इस पर तो ईमान ला। In our next lecture, inshallah, we will review how we are studying the Quran, the prevailing method, including our khatam and everything. We will review. I'm not denying that, but we will review the way we are studying the Quran, from what perspective we are studying the Quran. But the Quran is the third answer, third question, the answer to the third question. Whatever we are going to achieve, how can we achieve this? If we are leaving just what is this and what it ought to be, ये क्या है और क्या होना चाहिए, what is it and what it ought to be, then we are devaluing the Quran. Because Quran will tell us mission is this, how it should be attained, and Quran will tell us how to attain that mission. समझ आ गई? So inshallah, we will discuss we will review some of the methods which are prevailing method with us. So कुरान को जब पढ़ना है तो इस नजरिए से पढ़ें कि मुझे मिशन के हवाले से कुरान ने हिदायत, वो जो मेरा मकसद है उसको हासिल करने की हकीकत की तकनीक। अगर मिशन की तरफ कदम नहीं बढ़ता तो आप जितनी मर्जी तकरीरी करें। बीमारियां जी, ये हमारी बीमारी है कि कुरान जो बीमारी बयान कर रहा है उसको आप स्पॉट भी कर लें, अगर उस बीमारी से बचने का जो तरीका कुरान ने बताया उस पर अगर अमल नहीं करते तो कुरान की बेहुरमती कर रहे, सही मानों में फायदा नहीं हासिल करने से। So it is not that you find out just the evils, the Quran is the treatment. Quran tells us how to cure the diseases. And at that level, and from that perspective, we need to study the Quran. And if this is the methodology, there will be no difference. Everyone will be doing the same approach will be adopted. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us ability and tawfiq to study the Quran, the method that was taught by Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to us, and give us ability and tawfiq to cure ourselves, our diseases from the recitation of the Quran. But it will be only when the mission, our mission is the same mission, what was the mission of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because Quran is not given to me or you, it was given to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And it was guidance for him to achieve his mission. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. صلى الله عليه وسلم.